one of her traits is that she's very professional, and she pushed professionalism to all of her pupils, to all of the people that she met. I can see her telling us, be careful whenever you do a graph, to put the N. Be sure you declare how many judges were participating in your sensory test. Those details transcend and are a way to be professional.
I think if you take home nothing else from this course except some highlights about being professional, that it would be well worth taking the course just to get highlights on what does it mean to be professional, because this would be extremely valuable to you for the rest of your career, the rest of your activities in any field, whether it's sensory analysis or business or science or any field that you may find yourself in. And what I wish for you is that each of you have the advantages and the fortune that I have had. I have a wonderful job. I work in an extremely exciting, dynamic field where I learn something every single day. It's very intellectually challenging. I work with wonderful people. I have a wonderful set of colleagues with whom I interact every day. I have a wonderful set of graduate students with whom I work, and I have wonderful classes with people such as you that I look forward to every winter quarter. And like you, I also look forward to the end. I'm only human too. But having said all of this, in addition, I am very well paid. I'm having a great deal of fun, I'm learning a lot, I'm growing a lot, I'm having a fantastic life, and I'm getting paid for it. That's what I wish for you, that you will also find, whatever you do in your future life, that you enjoy it, that you learn, that you grow, that you get paid for it.
If a student could go through her lab classes and get an A, they could go anywhere and be successful because they knew the basic principles and how to apply them in very practical ways. That's where she started from. And subsequently, then she began to do other kinds of studies.
When she set her mind to something, she made it happen. And, you know, in some ways that sounds simple, but I know that it's not. And you know, I really admire that, you know, the context of the environment that she was able to perform. It was not an easy environment. It's not easy now. It certainly wasn't easy being a female professor in the 60s and 70s. In the 80s in the US. I admire that she was able to accomplish so much and just didn't care about any of that stuff. Like, it was just, she had her goals that she wanted to accomplish and she did them.
I think experimental design might be, or test design, all the details that go into it, being very, very thorough and thinking through every aspect of the test. So being thoughtful about your test design, I think, is what I try and impress on my mentees, I think.
To be very detail-oriented, how to think the process through, how to plan, and how to decide before you get started exactly how this data is going to be analyzed and what you need to find from it.
I read that she not only worked really hard, held herself to higher standards in her work and everything, and was really passionate about the field, was passionate about teaching. She also somehow found the time to connect with her students, disconnect to her colleagues, and she seemed to just always take the time to try to have that connection, which I think is super important to me.
I have to write about explaining something, I always go back to her book and see how she has explained, and if there is a way that I can actually use the same logic, or learning about how to write scientifically. That also, I got a lot of help from her book and obviously from her research.